PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.
This is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com, here to argue once again with Dave Ramsey. Dave recently put a column in the Dallas Morning News in the September 2011 column, and he talks about why it's such a good idea to put the maximum amount of money that you can afford into a down payment when buying your first home. He says even though most people don't have a bunch of cash to put down and very few people have enough money to buy a home outright, making a down payment of 20% helps you avoid the PMI or private mortgage insurance, which is true. However, the whole idea of paying off the home as fast as possible and avoiding a 30-year mortgage and going to a 15-year mortgage is more important than making sure that you've got cash. You can't eat sheetrock, Dave. And one of the things that we have in this economy is very few people last 30 years in their job, let alone 15 years in their job. And when people get laid off, they can't eat their sheetrock in their homes. And a 3-month to 6-month emergency fund isn't going to last for a long time. Why do you think the government, with their $450 billion job stimulus, is going to take a bunch of that money and extend unemployment benefits? Which is crazy in itself, but they're extending those benefits because people can't find a job, and thus you're throwing more people under the bus in terms of mortgage default, which is already a huge problem in the United States. So my recommendation to those people is look at a 30-year mortgage. The interest rate isn't that much different. The net after-tax cost isn't that great. And if they take that extra money that they would save versus a 15 versus a 30-year mortgage, they'll have a whole bunch more cash. They can put it away in their 401ks, and if they get into trouble, they can get a hold of that cash if they need to via loan privilege, or otherwise having to pull that money out that they would have paid taxes on in a higher tax bracket probably, if in fact that they're unemployed. So cash is king, and once again you can't eat sheetrock, Dave. And that is bad advice to those people to put as much as they can into their house and do a 15-year mortgage. This is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.
PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.